And welcome, one and all, back to another edition of the That Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Marcus, here joining me live in the That Comedy Studios, but I'm never alone. Oh, my boy, Joey LaFaro. Joe, say hello to the people.
Howdy, people.
Joey, we're back, my friend. We're back. We're black, and we're better than ever. Let me do something real quick. So we have a co-host in here.
Co-host.
Yeah, she was looking for the thread where the thread wouldn't be. But we're back, man. Joey, I think we're single-handedly keeping the plays for "Believe Me" up on Fort Minor.
It's a good song.
And it's crazy because it's 28,976,858 plays of this song.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can account for about 1,000 of those plays.
I mean, we've had several.
Is that our other host?
Kinda. It says her devices are not connected, so it won't let me add her because there's no camera or microphone. It's just gonna be a sad exclamation point.
That's hilarious. That's how you know she's old. She can't even get simple login right.
Failure to launch.
Oh, I guess I don't need these glasses anymore, Joey.
What?
I'm doing better. I don't need the glasses anymore.
Oh, that's good.
I can see.
Congratulations.
But I'm learning that as I'm getting older, I'm going to need these more and more. So I try to keep them with me.
Yeah.
Because tired eyes is a thing.
Mm.
So when my eyes are actually really tired, I need my glasses. But since I've gotten the diabetes under control, I'm more or less back to where I used to be. But I'm down another 25 pounds.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I got 125 to go.
That's doable. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's not a bad place to be at all.
Not at all. So I think I'm gonna get. I think I'll have it by summer 2026.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be down to my ideal weight, just in time for beach season. I just did something that I hadn't done in a long time, Joey.
What's that?
Joined the gym.
Oh yeah. How's that going for you?
I joined Planet Fitness. And then my wife sends me a text message today and says, "Hey, we should try this gym." I just signed up for Planet Fitness.
Yeah, but you don't. Planet Fitness is the backup gym.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it's not a gym. That's not a real place. Like look at the other people there. No one's serious.
But all the purple makes you think of the 80s.
Yeah, but then you go in there and there's both people underdressed and overdressed for the gym.
Are we talking about Planet Fitness?
Yes.
I like Planet Fitness.
And then there's a guy scrubbing his shoes with a toothbrush in the sink in the bathroom.
Not the one I could.
Have you ever had to call the front desk because the toilet paper was out?
No.
I have. Planet Fitness. Never thought I was going to experience that in my life.
I have a membership to both Planet Fitness and LA Fitness, and I honestly prefer Planet Fitness.
Backup gym.
Yeah, I got a backup gym, definitely. But I prefer Planet Fitness. It's a girl. It feels to me like a girly gym.
It's all the purple.
Well, it is because they don't all the weights max out at a certain point, so you can't even do.
You can't get man weight in.
Yeah, they don't have like free barbells. Everything's like the cabled machines, pretty much.
Mine has a bunch of free weights.
They have dumbbells, but they only go up to a certain. They don't have the plus size ones for you to do like extra shit.
Yeah.
You can do like most normal everyday human workouts there. You just can't be a bodybuilder there.
Right.
Not a competitive one. Like you could be one in your own mind.
You're the one that works at T-Mobile.
And that is one of the characters you will find. Like a Planet Fitness is just filled with NPCs. Like there's like it's like Planet Fitness is like the Grand Theft Auto of gyms. Like you go in there.
It's the gym CJ went to in San Andreas.
I guess there's certain characters that are always in there.
Yeah.
Like there's like a group that like trains like they're doing boot camp, even though they're not actually allowed to, and they take over like a section of the gym every day.
Yeah, they have circuit areas. Like they have a whole
Yep.
circuit area.
Yeah, and they'll come and hijack it and use it wrong.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
Right. Like I'm only in there to use a circuit. I have 30 minutes. I got to be on the clock. There's a whole clock and a light, and it's
Yep.
stop and go and everything. And what I got to do, I got to deal with a trainer who's flirting with some girl on doing a stupid
come on, baby. You know you got one more.
a stupid floor exercise in the middle of the thing. And it's like, okay, let's just sit here and flirt on the fucking tricep extension. Like, you do not need to do that. Like, first of all, you don't need to be sitting there. You could be doing that anywhere else in the gym. Second of all,
I found the.
and I've complained about it multiple times.
I'm going to share my screen when it gets to the good part. In San Andreas, where when CJ goes to the gym. All right, let me share the screen.
I just got access to my new office gym today.
You did?
Yeah.
Is it a nice one?
Yes, but it's small. But it's the office building gym. So,
okay.
but it's a brand new building. Like, they're still not all the floors are open yet.
Speaking of health, Marcus, you're looking slimmer.
I'm down 25 more pounds.
Not 25 more. So what's the total down?
Right now I'm down. So that would put me at 75 down.
Get out of here. Wow. That's fucking incredible. Mm-hmm. Since when? What's the timeline?
2020. What was that hospital before? 22?
Yes.
22, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely noticeable now. Yeah, your face is slimmer and everything. It looks great. How do you feel?
I still got gout, so it don't change shit. Hey, Joey, share what I shared on the screen.
I did. I just did.
Yeah, this is what Planet Fitness looks like.
It doesn't look like that. First of all, this is a boxing gym.
It reminds me. Every time I think of going to the gym, I think of doing that in San Andreas. Remember, you watched Big Bang Theory. How they would mimic real life shit.
I wish I hadn't.
And they'd be like fishing in the living room.
Yeah.
Or like weed. And I'd be like, that's what people thought this shit would end up being.
Yeah.
Is you're gonna be the character, and you're just going to the gym at your house.
Yeah.
Marcus, what gym do you go to?
Planet Fitness. I just got a membership to Planet Fitness. I haven't started going yet. I've been working entirely too weird hours, and my wife loves it for some reason. I don't know what the hell it is. She likes my attention. I don't know. Give her all of my attention, but she loves it. So she likes to keep around me. So I'm trying to get her to come to the gym with me.
Oh, okay.
We can do that together as opposed to. But she's still in the middle. She's studying right now, so she's trying to be a doctor, and I'm trying to be a house husband. So.
Oh wow! What type of doctor?
Public health doctor.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Is she currently now a nurse or some sort of other healthcare profession?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, okay. So she's starting the whole journey from now.
No, she's going straight doc. She wants her doctorate in public health because she does a lot of public health advocacy right now.
Okay.
Government right now.
That's really awesome.
That's why I don't say her name or put her business out there. Like her husband got his face all over the place, but the only time you see my wife is if you come to a comedy show near me and see her sitting in the booth with me. If there's another woman that's not my wife sitting in the booth with me, it's my daughter. I'm a faithful man, and black don't cheat. So I try my best to stay away from it because Joey's wife is friends with my wife. So if I do something out of line, she will tell her, and then I'll be all kinds of fucked up. So I ain't trying to do that. Simple stuff.
Yeah, I don't like this trend of your wife calling my wife to find out where you are.
That's kind of weird.
It's not the first time that this has happened either.
Like, what'd you do it?
No. Like that happened, I think, during your bachelor party, which was completely ridiculous and unnecessary.
Because your wife wasn't there.
Right. It was like this weird indirect thing where she didn't want to ask me directly. She asked my wife where I am so she could figure out where you were.
Where I was.
And like,
that's hilarious.
And the only other time something like that's happened was in college when my friend Anush, you'll meet him someday.
Yes.
His mom used to call me to like find out where he is. And like we didn't. This is a college friend that I've only known at this point in time for like a year. We were not like childhood friends.
Yeah.
I've met his mother like once. How she had my number?
How you became his emergency contact?
I don't.
Mom,
Yeah,
is hilarious.
It's crazy. Except for the fact that he is the worst with phones. Like literally within the past year, I was trying to get a hold of him, and the only way to do it was on Facebook Messenger.
Because he sat down at a computer.
Or call his wife. And I don't
call his wife and find him.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to fall. I don't want to like continue the cycle.
That's hilarious, dude. Do you have that problem, Candace? Do your husband's friends have to call you to find them?
No, we don't do any of that.
Y'all don't have friends? I understand.
Wow. Wow.
You just said you don't do any of that. I'm just going with what was said.
You know what? I declined to answer. Let's move on.
Y'all got each other. Y'all best friends now. That's what my wife tells me. She's like, "You're my best friend," and I went, "Really? I thought Dave was my best friend." And then she looks at me again, and I go, "But Joey." And then she goes, "I'm your fucking best friend." I go, "Yeah, you are. You are my best friend."
Oh, you've gone soft, Marcus. This is wonderful.
I like going to bed at night holding titties. So you are the best friend I could possibly have.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful. It's romantic. I'm a romantical kind of guy. Oh man, but yeah, man. You said it sounds needy.
Sounds greedy. All the titles.
Yes.
Oh, guess what? Guess what I did this weekend?
What'd you do?
I played football again.
You hurt yourself?
No.
No. How
So
about that?
my back held up.
There you go. Joey's not dying again.
It was a touch and go there for a little bit because I was like I didn't trust it. So there were a couple times where I just gave way just out of safety.
You just let dudes pass by and snatch your teammate's flag.
But then once we established that trust, you know, it's like you had to reconnect with
the body parts.
Yeah, we hadn't. It was awkward. It was awkward reunion.
That's how I feel.
We hadn't spoken in a number of weeks.
That's how I feel every time after I have a gout flare up in my foot, and I have to put pressure on my foot again, and I'm like, "Are we good yet?"
Yeah. It's weird how you get older and certain body parts just become a relationship. Like you gotta keep them strong. It's that love-hate relationship where it's like, you know, you have to constantly, you can't quit each other.
No, you can't. You need each other. So you can't quit, but you gotta pep talk each other every now and then. We gonna get up these stairs? Yeah, we gonna get up these stairs. All right, let's get up these stairs, one step at a time. That's all it takes. Candace muted herself. I guess she was like.
I also realized as long as I don't run forward, I'm okay. So that's the next.
Do you just run backward most of the time?
Well, I was playing offensive line.
So yeah, you got a back step.
I was pass setting most of the it wasn't literally just pass setting because it's flag football and you're not allowed to block past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you can't push people downfield?
No.
Well, that's gay.
There's leagues where you can do that, but I'm 40. Like I'm not gonna play that league, man. That's
You're 39, Joey.
That's not different.
You got another year.
I have a less than half a year.
True. You have less than half a year.
And I already almost died the first time. Keep in mind, Saturday morning, I got an X-ray on the same body part.
So you said you were going to get it because we were supposed to meet up.
Yeah, I got the X-ray, and then I decided I was going to play.
So you go to play football
before I got the results of the X-ray.
You would just throw a caution to the guy.
It was the last weekend to do it because this upcoming weekend there's no games, and then the following weekend's playoffs. But we have to go visit family, so we're going to miss playoffs.
So you're done. You're done for the season.
Yeah, I played 3 games. 3 games. 2.5 games.
How many games in the season?
I don't know.
Is it like regular 16-week season?
I don't know. I mean, this free agent team stuff's annoying.
You're a free agent?
Yeah, we hopped on. We were like, because it was a discount for. All right, so they're desperate for people to play line. No one wants to do it. So if you register as a lineman, I think Armageddon. I don't know.
Armageddon.
We're the red team.
All right.
And we have a
red team versus blue team.
And we had a quarterback who couldn't play on Sunday because he had to, quote, coach his women's team.
There you go.
No, you're the quarterback. What the fuck is that? Like, you're the captain.
He had other priorities.
Then I had a backup quarterback who hadn't played quarterback, and he had to learn to stay behind me. Like, I don't,
Were you center?
I was playing tackle.
Then why is he staying behind you? He stay behind center.
He stands behind all the offensive.
Well, stays behind.
All right. Well, first of all, my arms are too short to snap the ball. Like,
yeah.
Between the way my body's set up is not to be a center.
No, you built like a T-Rex.
I can barely.
you can't touch a toe.
Yeah. If I am snapping the ball effectively, I ain't turning up to block anybody.
No, your head's in the dirt.
Right. So
it's going straight
I'm
down.
much more effective playing tackle. Either tackle, it doesn't matter. But like when you're blocking, like quarterback, like if he rolls outside of you or runs straight ahead and you don't know that he decided to do that.
Mm-hmm. You gotta tell him, hey, yell breakdown. That way we know what's happening next.
Like here's the thing I basically told him was like, he's not getting through me. So as long as you don't give him an angle, he's done.
Yeah.
And to that point, the guy stopped trying to pass rush by the second quarter. Like he's just like, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere.
Can't you ever play flag football?
No, of course I haven't.
You just danced. You were just a dance.
That's not a sport that women play. Well, I guess that's not true.
There's literally a co-ed league, and my quarterback literally was coaching the women's team.
Women don't play football. He just said 2 minutes ago that his quarterback was coaching a women's team. Candace can play in the over 40 league. She's just
sure.
She's just right at the gap right there.
I mean, co-ed leagues are much lower contact than the men's leagues.
I would hope fucking so.
Yeah.
Can't run full speed at a woman and then go, oh, you out here.
I mean, just based on the amount of titty grabbing I do playing men's league, it would just be illegal.
Joey.
My wife would have killed me by now if we were
Yes. If you played in the co-ed league, your wife would have shot you.
But it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
She ain't like my over 40.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be pretty girls pass rushing.
That'd be all fat titty.
It'd be.
It's all fat titty. I understand. Hey, I'm a titty connoisseur. So it's not a matter.
Be the violent lesbians.
Yeah. You grab one of them. You grab them. They get a little harder than the regular titty. I understand.
Like you grab one of them wrong, the other titty's gonna give you a concussion.
Yes. It's coming from over here. That titty's coming from back here somehow. That sports bra has a lot of give.
It's like
when they want to swing.
Deacon Jones and it slaps you in the ear hole.
Wow.
The head slap. Like, hey ref, did you see that?
So, what else we got? We got something going on this week, Joe? We
got 2 shows this week.
We do.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
It's comedy shows near me.
Yes.
At Dave and Buster's.
Yes, on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And Sunday at Planet Hollywood.
Nope. That's not right.
TGI Friday.
Nope.
Royal Farms. Hard Rock Cafe in DC, sir.
I was like, I'm not taking the bait on that fried chicken joke. That's the only thing there.
I threw a layup to you, goddammit. You're supposed to dunk that.
No, I'm not doing that one.
So it's Hard Rock in DC.
Yes.
And Dave and Buster's at Arundel Mills. Comic Shows NB is putting out big hits. And we got some more shows coming up in October. September.
September and October.
October, we're going to be doing big and bigger.
We got so a headliner this weekend. Actually, this weekend we have almost a double headliner. We got Eddie Lyles is coming down from New York, so he'll be headlining this weekend's latest shows. But we also got Liz Barlow coming up from VA as a feature. So this one you don't want to miss. We also got Daphne London and Max Silverstein on the lineup, and then we have Saturday will be hosted by our good friend Jamar Taylor, and Sunday Clarence Nixon will be at Hard Rock. And then We have an awesome lineup for the first weekend of September. We'll be back at McGinty's again, and we're launching our new show at Pinstripes in Georgetown.
Oh, sweet.
And that'll be hosted by yours truly. And then we have one very funny fellow by the name of Ishmael Gaynor.
Okay.
We have perennial comedy shows near me, All-Star in D-Lo.
Okay.
And we are welcoming the very funny Rashad Bashir from New York coming down for that weekend.
Okay. That sounds like a banger weekend right there.
But it doesn't stop there.
Because can't stop, won't stop.
September for Hard Rock and Dave & Buster's, the one and only Paris Sachet will be coming down.
Man, that's gonna be a club banger.
We're just stacking it up, and then in October we bring back the District E Friday night.
Okay.
So October 4th.
October 4th.
Yeah. Lineup is still to be determined, but we have a lot of stuff, great stuff coming. And the DMV Comedian of the Year. There's only 2 more heats in the first round this month and next month. We've had some awesome winners from the first advancing. So we have Mike B as our guest judge this month for this month's round, and then we'll have one more round in September. And then in October, we begin the second round. Everybody who advanced from the first round, and it's going to be a really heated, tough second round. I can tell you that right now.
Sweet, man. That sounds like it's going to be a good couple months of comedy shows near me.
Yeah.
And so if you're out there and you like comedy, I definitely would suggest you coming out to one of those comedy shows near me, because it is going to be fun on all levels, man. Joey, this weekend I'm going to be there, spinning hits. I'm working on playlists right now.
I will be some of it.
You'll be there some of it. I get it. Sometimes you can't do everything, Joey. You can't just split yourself in half.
Here's the thing: it's my mother-in-law's birthday, and it's a milestone birthday, so I also can't miss the first mother-in-law's birthday after the mother-in-law. Like,
this one goes out to Joey's mother-in-law.
You gotta break out the Afro beats.
That's right. What was that noise? It was like something happened in the middle of all that. It was like, what the fuck was that noise? But yeah, man. Oh, you know what's funny? The GTA video has been playing in the background all the time. So it's like it's on a whole other scene. I think this one is it's a half part where someone jumped in a river. I don't know why. It's a part where someone jumped in the damn river. So we never talked about, Joey?
What?
You ever see that video with that girl? It was a little girl they call it the Hawk Two girl.
The Hawk Tua girl?
Hawk Tua girl.
I'm alright. I was trying to survive never talking about that.
She's been making her rounds, and
why? Everyone's sick of her. Everyone's sick of her. Everyone's like, why are you still interviewing her? Like, they keep putting her on television. It's like, no, the memes were funny. She's not. Like, she has no inherent talent.
She's not supposed to have talent, Joey. She just likes to do what she likes to do.
The pretty white girl that said something she saw in a cartoon once.
She saw it in a cartoon?
That's the sound that that's the sound that Yosemite Sam makes before he spits in the spittoon.
Well, you got a Hawk 2 and spit on that thing. Spit on that thing. You gotta add that in there.
So he hocked to it and spit in that thing, and then she hocked to it and spit on that thing, which coincidentally makes a lot more sense.
Hawk to a girl. I was trying to find her name.
I think it's Haley Welch or something.
Yeah, and she's just a lovable country girl. So she's everywhere, and everyone's trying to get her to do like.
Not everyone.
Well, a lot of the comic spaces trying to get her to do
no.
interviews.
Stupid people are trying to put her on television because they're trying to make her a thing, and everybody's like, "No, we were laughing at her, not with her. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! For the love of God, stop it!"
Oh, this one says
the only people who are like championing this are the same weirdos who go. They look at like they post a pair of titties on Twitter and go, "End woke now." Like this doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
I guess they think that feminism is
someone bad.
Is hiding titties from them or something. I don't understand the idiot Cro-Magnon logic that goes into that. The fuck is this? What's happening?
That's hilarious. She's like, I'm tired of the Haktua girl. And she had a nightmare of the Haktua girl in her waking, and she woke up, and her friend's standing there with a cup. And so she's like, oh, you need this cup of cocoa. Here you go. And
she's spitting it?
She Haktua and spitting that thing.
At least they're doing it the right way.
Yeah, there you go. You spitting hot cocoa.
Spitting cup. That's how it.
That's how.
Haktua is a sound that was originally made by people chewing tobacco in the Midwest.
Really?
Not the Midwest, the West.
Is that where you get that from?
Like look at you not ever seen a Bugs Bunny cartoon?
Yeah.
Every cowboy's done that.
Every cowboy seems to be eating tobacco.
Every cowboy is Haktua at least once in their life. Put it on the poll.
Have you, all cowboys out there, have you ever Haktua'd and spit in that thing? I just want to know. Just put a poll up, Joey. We'll put a poll on our what's that IG our X account.
What?
We'll put a poll up on X.
Oh, we can't because we don't have premium and we're not live on it.
Why don't we have premium?
Because why the hell would we pay for Premium X? Speaking of that stupid platform. Never mind.
How you feeling?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, Jamar?
Why do you have balloons?
Why are there
Because
balloons?
I'm just him. I don't even know how that happened. I just came in with that energy. That's what happens when I pop in. I came in like herpes too. I'm excited to be here.
That was the most childish entrance you could have had.
Hey, balloon.
Paging Dr. Boy, Dr. Birthday Boy.
Every single time I walk in the room, it's a fucking party. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm happy for you. Because every time I walk in the room, I need to walk back out. I don't know. It's a different kind of feeling for me. Oh man, but Jamar Taylor, welcome to the Black Comedy Podcast. This is Jamar's first time on the podcast.
Yeah, Jamar, have we had you on before? I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I've watched before, but I haven't been on before.
Okay.
We do live a lot, so I had to distinguish.
Yeah.
StreamYard is a slightly different platform.
Oh, you get on live with him?
Yeah, we do.
Joey never, you know what Joey never does? Like Joey does lives with all his comedy friends, and then his best friend, he never shoots an invite to.
I don't host the live.
Come on this live. You have opinions too. How about jump on this
Joey,
live?
I think we should get to the bottom of that tonight. Why is that not a thing?
First of all, we do a podcast together. Second of all, I don't do podcasts with them. Second of all, I don't host any of these lives. This is me getting invited onto other people's lives.
Oh, these are your special friends?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that is kind of a thing. I just be like, am I in the mood to fuck around this morning? I go for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hop in the live, talk shit.
Okay. I mean, I've sat in and watched a couple of them. I never jump in because I'm like, hey, they cooking. I don't need to step in the kitchen with chefs that really cook.
A lot of times what it is, I turn it on to like have it on while I'm doing stuff, and then they'll start talking about something that makes me itchy, and then I need to chime in.
I'm not gonna lie. Live on Instagram is just a platform to comedians to rant like little whores. That's all it is. Because it's either like, okay, you can have the conversations where it's like, especially a lot of times the conversations have something to do around comedy. It's not like, oh, let me tell you about this funny thing that happened yesterday. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you a little secret for everybody who's watching. We're trying material live time with each other, and you better laugh. Or I'm moving to another state under a Muslim name. That's always been my response. But sometimes, you know, it's just like banter, and it's like I don't want to say it's not anything you're going to learn, because I feel like a lot of my learning came from just, you know, being outside with the OGs at the open mics and just listening.
Mhm.
Or it turns into like a drunken rant of like, this is how the old days used to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's always a fun time. It's always a fun time. I feel weird, and a lot of times, like Joey can tell you, when I'm in these lives with like a Maria and a Ray, something like that, right? It's not the fact that I don't love them. I look at them like family, but I feel like I'm not even at the level where it's like I chime in and it's like, this nigga had something to say. Like I don't feel like I'm there yet. I put my 1-2 in here and there.
You're doing like the thing is, first of all, there's never. I learned that early too, because it's like at first you feel like you want to contribute, so you're constantly trying to think of something to contribute, but instead you should be listening so that it happens naturally.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to think of something to say, you're not listening, and then when someone stops talking and it's time for you to say something, it's like there's 4 people in this live. We don't all need to be talking at the same time, and usually when they do, it's chaos.
That is very true.
Is utter chaos. I've sat and watched those where I'm just like, y'all all need to shut up. And I keep wanting to do it, but then I'm like, I know if I write that in the comments of this live, I'm gonna get flamed.
Be fired up.
Yeah.
Collectively.
And the 2 individuals you just named don't need that much help.
No.
That's true.
They came on to voice their opinion, or in Maria's case, to start some shit. I love both of them. They've been amazing friends to me, and it's great that we get to talk outside of comedy sometimes. Even in a public setting, it's definitely a different muscle to work. But I think it's cool. It's always fun to like have those conversations, and it's a great chance for me to talk my shit, because when they're complaining about all these other productions.
I'm not going, Joey. When me and this nigga get on the phone, like I'll never forget. This is maybe like a month ago. I was on my way up to Philly for a show. I'm like halfway there. I'm just passing those rest stops on the highway on the way up there, right? Me and him were on the phone talking shit for so long. I was on the bridge by the time I realized I was in the city. I said, damn, Joey and his rants, they need to be written down on stone tablets somewhere. This needs to be preserved, just because the way that this nigga go off, Facebook Joey is a totally different type of beast. That's the spiciest of whites I've ever seen.
Which is why I get annoyed when Ray says, "No offense, Joey, but white people," and I'm like, Ray, I'm off white. We've been established this.
Joey is like, honestly, Joey, back in the day, you could have been black passing. I don't know. It's something about the beard. You know how to throw down on the grill, and that's all right with me. There's something about it.
Joey could have been your mom's uncle.
Yeah. You the real light-skinned one in the family we leave upstairs during family functions.
You could have just Mr. Joey, your grandma's friend. It just
someone said I was light-skinned the other day on live with Ray. It just happened 2 days ago. In the same live where she went, "No offense, Joey, but it be them whites."
Oh man, but yeah, you definitely definitely are a PG County product.
Oh yeah.
So it's not it comes out where it's like, damn it, Joey, stop being this nigga for a moment. I need you to be white right
Here's
now.
the problem, because I can't actually say all the things I want to say all the time, because I'm trying to run a successful business. So
Joey is one of the only white people I'd be scared to get pulled over. Like the cops in the car, we both going to jail because he's about to talk so much shit, but he about to do it in such a black way. He's like, step out of the car. Let me see your paperwork. Step to the back.
Step to the back, please.
Please.
So Jamar is going to be at Comedy Show is going to be at Dave & Buster's.
Yes.
You were hosting. You've hosted for us a couple times.
Yep.
You just were recently at the
Cammy's birthday show.
Extravaganza.
It
was the Cam Extravaganza where we celebrated Cammy's birthday.
That shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Marcus, we not gonna tell them what the song was.
No.
but tell them about that intro song. Cause okay, so Joey, I told you beforehand what I was gonna put, and I know you didn't listen to it, but just the artist should tell you what zone that it was in. And so I go up to Marcus when I get there, and I said, Marcus, first thing I say out my mouth, I say, Marcus, do you trust me?
And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I do. I don't have a reason not to yet. All right.
I gave him the song, and the nigga kind of like cocked his neck back for a second. Like when he realized where I was talking, I was like, I said the artist name, and he was like, from this group? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. He was scrolling down the song. He searched it up. It was the first song that was on the list. This nigga kept scrolling. I said, no, it's right there.
Like, you can't mean that one, can you?
not that one. That one? Okay, I guess. Okay.
That shit was hilarious. But it worked out, and I'll be using it this weekend at Dave & Buster's.
Okay, so we're just gonna leave me in suspense.
We're gonna leave it in suspense.
Yeah, you can watch the video.
I can go watch the video that I edited, but I didn't pay attention to at all.
It was crazy. That night, the song, like, it just gets you into a mood to the point I was gonna take one of the stools and just like fucking doodle bob that shit through the crowd. It was gonna be a time.
I wanted to watch your set, but after Cammy's mom went up,
yo, recorded a special, bro.
I just like because I didn't actually watch it, but I'm just like putting the clips on the timeline in the editor and looking at the time on this, and I'm going, this was okay. This doesn't feel okay. And I had to just like walk. I had to like just set it to export and walk away for a minute to like just collect my thoughts. It was like there was a whole. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like sometimes like in your life, you'll have that moment where you just step away and then you have like a whole depression commercial where like you sit there and then you like transition, like it fades. You're sitting this way and then it fades to this way.
It's always weird shit with the depression commercials. And nigga be laying on the couch and all the hair on his face just start falling off, and that's supposed to signify depression. I
did a PSA for depression in college as like a video project while I was in television production school. Mm-hmm. And I acted that part so well that everyone in the class like was legitimately concerned for me. You? Yes.
I would have got some bitty pussy. I would have got me some bitty pussy. I don't know if I'm okay. Fuck me and let's see. Let's see.
How good I feel after it.
And that's not how I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just talented.
Like, Joey takes the ego route as opposed to the pussy route. I don't know. He's like, me and you would have went, hey, yeah, let's see how sad I really am. Let's go back to my place and figure out how sad I can be. But after I clap these cheeks, I may be happy. I may smile. But you never know. It's to be a thing. Joey says, hey, I'm an actor.
Yo, real
That's what I do.
Joey the type of motherfucker to lock eyes with you, straight face, and be like, you've just never seen real talent before, and that's okay, and walk away. He's just that petty.
Yes, that is Joseph.
And the best part is no one ever sees it coming. Who is he?
I just love being there so I could just like go over his shoulder and be like, that's that Facebook Joey popping out, nigga. That's who that is.
Facebook Joey. Oh, man. Joe, let's get into some of these topics, man.
You want to stick around and talk some topics with us, bro?
Oh, yeah, I got a little bit of time.
Okay.
It's 9:40. I'm not going to lie. I'm real young, so I got a bedtime about 15 minutes. But I'd love to stick around and talk some shit for some
And we're old, so.
How does a sergeant in the Army have a bedtime? This is the funniest
Because
story.
I'd be doing fuck shit when I don't have a sleep time. So I'd have to, like, conserve and, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that? I've learned that when I'm downtime, if I'm not in bed by a certain time, I start doing stupid shit. Like why am I on the internet looking at this random nonsense?
Yeah.
And how did I get down this hole?
Yeah. Nothing good's after 2 a.m. That's when you find like the Japanese tentacle porn, and I don't mean the anime. I mean,
you mean the real life one?
I mean the one where they're pulling a squid out. Like that's.
No, you mean look like they have like anime porn that's real people.
Drop the link. Drop the link.
That's not what I was talking about either.
I
know what you're talking about. Search. No, I'm talking about years ago. Before that, there was just Japanese women having squids pulled out of them.
Yeah, Japanese people are weird. Man.
Yes,
they like to watch They like to watch things. They like to watch things like objects coming out of vaginas. Like it's like these are the people that watch birth videos. I'm like, oh, that's my thing.
Jamar's face says he hasn't been down the rabbit hole that we had.
Y'all, I want to talk about it. I don't know if I can legally for like the next 6 months.
Okay.
It's like a wall right there. You know what? I will say this. I kind of know about the Japanese shit because for the people in the chat who know what a bukkake is, you 6 sons of bitches. We was playing Cards Against Humanity. I was about 16 at the time.
Oh.
And if you know about Cards Against Humanity, you know there's always the phrase in the blank. I don't know what the phrase was, but I just remember the card was bukkake.
Yeah.
And so we reading all the responses, hee hee ha 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 ha. Right? Yeah. They read that shit. Everybody in the room silent. I'm doubled over. That's how I knew I was a different individual in this world. Because I was like, y'all niggas haven't lived. Y'all don't know about bukkake. That's it.
What's that?
It's weird. Here's the thing. It was weird trying to explain it. I was like, just go on Twitter. I can't.
Just say it's a Florida thing, and then you can win.
It's like trying to explain what a Limp Bizkit is. Nobody wins. No one wins.
Sitting there because I got to be aware. Like this is my classmate of mine, but he is a white boy. Right. Sorry, Joey, but.
No, as soon as you said Cardigans of Humanity, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Yo, he was a white boy. I mean, nice. Got a beach house down in Virginia, Bumblefuck.
And then 3 years ago, he became black.
Here's the thing. Side note. I was out with this nigga. Now, mind you, throughout high school, this nigga was straight laced. Right? No, this is crazy. Because this nigga was straight laced.
Okay.
Right? This nigga sang opera in high school. Like, just think about what type of nigga is put into your mind when I say that. Right? A few years ago, probably like a year and some change ago, I went down to Florida. Now, he does like the exchange program with Disney. Right? It's so crazy. What? Basically, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. All these motherfuckers who work at Disney theme parks and stuff like that, like the people who work in the shops, they actually well off. If they young, they're well off because 9 times out of 10 it's through a college program, which puts them up with housing and stuff like that, and you still get paid.
Okay.
But like, yo, we was in Disney eating the skillet breakfast like 75% off, and I've never felt like more of a white man in my life.
So it was still $35.
Bro, because here's the thing, like it was weird. I don't know if you ever been down to Disney in Florida, but it's this place. It was like a lodge. And you could get the skillet breakfast. I'm talking about the mama's skillet, Marcus. We having a moment here. The mama's skillet in that bitch. Literally all the breakfast together, touching. If you OCD, you be fucked up in this place. But it was so good.
It's not for the autistic of heart.
No.
It was not for the artistic. I started doing shit that I don't usually do, ordering mojito flights. Like it was different when I was down there with that man. But to dial it back, we were 16. I'm trying to explain what bukkake is, but his white father is right behind me. So I just had to describe it as a group activity.
No. It's not incorrect.
His father knew what it was.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
That would have been great. It would have been, if he had said that would have been amazing.
If you looked over at the dad and went, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
You're not wrong, but you ain't right. And then walked off.
They walked off. Oh man! All right, let's hit these topics, Joey.
All right. So we had the Olympics. By the way, U.S. came in first after all the worry and concern.
We were worried and concerned. We had a fucking cruise ship of Olympians.
We buried everybody. 126 medals overall. The second closest was China with 91.
Did Team USA basketball win gold? I just need to know that. I didn't pay attention.
Believe they did, but they sure made it tense.
They made it. They made everybody tight around this shit. They didn't make it. It wasn't like the original OG Team USA. It wasn't like the dream team. This was a nightmare team. These motherfuckers went out there and had South Sudan damn near demolish them.
Was it
out the break?
Serbia?
Serbia beat them, damn near beat them. South Sudan, you had a damn Ethiopian team, barely able to run up and down the court.
And then you had what's his name? Steph Curry doing this bullshit. like you shut up.
and they were like him and LeBron had a secret. Like I saw one short where it was like him and LeBron had a secret play. It was called Too Small, where like LeBron would set a pick. Or no, Steph would set a pick for LeBron, but when he set the pick, his defender would go off and keep after LeBron, but that leave him open to shoot the three. And if they stayed, LeBron just goes in, post up, dunks on him. And I'm like, okay, they cheated. I don't know what the fuck. This is blatant cheating right now. I don't know. You're gonna look at this and go, yeah, they did an awesome job. No, they beat a college level team in the finals. I guarantee you, whoever was in the finals was a college level fighter.
I blame Joel Embiid. Didn't he play for Team USA this year?
Yes.
That's why. That explains it all right there.
You really don't like Joel Embiid.
Nobody does.
Nobody really does.
How are you that big and on the ground that much? Doesn't make any sense. We had a word for people like that in football.
Bitch?
Yes.
Damn.
Get your bitch ass.
Why are you big for no reason?
Big for no damn reason. Get the fuck up. I had a friend in high school who he joined the football team, and like halfway through practice, like halfway through the first two a day, he was sitting on a fence playing with grass. Like, you are too fucking big to be sitting on that fucking grass over there. This is fucking ridiculous. And I was like, you're supposed to be next to me on a damn line, but you over here picking up dandelions and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? But yeah, that when you see someone like that and they soft, it always pisses you off as a football player.
Yeah, annoys you.
Like football players have a different mindset when they see big people. Like a big person. Yeah, we don't like big soft niggas.
What happened to Black Boy Joy? This nigga automatically got to be a felon. Like what the fuck?
Yes.
Can't pick dandelions. He just because he big as shit, he can't be a bird watcher. That's fucked up.
You gotta be
not on the football field.
Not during practice in a uniform.
That's true. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm thinking about all the Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies where like he end up on an adventure, but he start out and he's just like an archaeologist or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, your big ass. No for fact. You be building houses with 2 hands.
Yeah. You supposed to be pushing motherfuckers 30 yards. You out here picking up dandelions and chasing butterflies.
Like, the thing is, in football, we have dogs. There's people with dog mentality that keep the locker room in check. And you don't have that in all these Olympic teams.
No.
Now, you know who is?
No.
Simone Biles, because she carries that fucking gymnastics team
on her back
every year.
Yeah. You know who else is a dog?
Who?
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri Richardson is a dog.
Yeah, you needed that.
Joey. Sha'Carri, hear me out.
What do you mean, hear me out?
Hear me out.
I mean,
that was never a question. I mean, the only issue there is the youth. But
that's a you problem, right? I'm gonna get
a me problem.
That's a you problem.
Well, yeah, because he has the youth.
Yeah.
He's got
I don't care how fast you run, you can't
rumble,
run.
Young man, rumble.
Wait, hold on. That sounded real rapey.
Yeah,
I just want you to know.
That took a turn.
I'm glad we talked over that a little bit.
Hey, cut that out. I'm gonna let y'all know. If I get famous, this shit end up on TMZ. We gonna have problems. Just off the rip.
I mean, Simone's tiny and her husband's like 6'3".
No, that shit's scary, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I ain't gonna lie. You talking about me? You walk around with a midget talking about I didn't even know who she was. That's the only reason we found this shit to be acceptable. Is because she is a famous grown woman. You didn't even know. You just like little bitches. That's
but
crazy.
You like babies. You are a baby. You just need to stop. So let's look here. Sha'Carri Richardson is 5'1".
I didn't know she was that short.
Simone Biles is 4'8".
Yeah.
That's an actual midget. What's the legal way talking about?
I already knew Simone was small because gymnasts are always small.
Yeah.
Marcus, Google the legal height for dwarfism.
What's the height for dwarfism?
What's the height, like the max height of a dwarf? Because I thought it was 4'9" and below. I'm not even joking.
We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this to the greatest Olympian of all time.
Max height for a dwarf is 5 feet. 5 feet.
That's a dwarf. Hey. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog, nigga.
Her
What
head
are you talking about?
She has a little head, so she doesn't have dwarfism. She looks.
You gotta have a big head to be a dwarf.
Yeah, that's the key to it.
I don't like where any of this conversation.
Every dwarf you've ever seen has had a big head.
I thought that was just like the dwarfs in the area. Like, all right, you know.
So speaking of her genetics, her biological mother.
Wait, because this is gonna make sense. Remember back when we was in school and you learned about Darwin?
Yes.
And he had the different birds in the different areas, right? And the birds, depending on the area, looked a little bit different based off of what they adjusted to. Now, I never knew what was in Baltimore that I thought that made these heads that size. But I just thought that was just like all the midgets in the tri-state area that look like that. Maybe it's like different variations. I'm gonna shut up. This is why I didn't want to say anything in the first place.
They got big heads. Oh, you know what? Oh, that is hilarious that we just talked about little people. Because I was listening to another podcast the other day, and they were talking about Randy Newman.
Okay.
And he has a song called "Short People."
Oh yeah.
And it is quite possibly the most racist song against a group of people I've ever heard. And it's not racist in the way you would think. He did what Eminem did in his album.
Yeah. Oh, look who's back.
I don't know why I thought
this timing is ridiculous.
No reason to live. Short people got no reason to live.
Oh wow, that's so dirty.
It's the fucking worst. They got little hands, little eyes.
Why is this happening?
They walk around.
You know, shorter people actually live longer.
They walk around and tell great big lies.
Oh my god.
A midget hurt him. I don't know what Randy Newman was doing with his life, but some little person hurt his feelings because he wrote that song, and I'm just sitting there like, short people got no reason to live. Shit.
Is Randy what's the greater hate? Eminem versus Christopher Reeve, or Randy Newman against little people?
or Eminem versus little people, midgets, retarded people, and transgenders. I don't know what.
Lord.
what
and fat people.
And fat people. He hated everybody in one album, and I was like, I was here for it. Shit, I was one of them. I know I was a part of one of those groups, one of those protected classes of people. I was sitting there somewhere. Oh man, Candace, you back? You okay?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just kicked me out. Then I couldn't get back in for a while, and then I just spaced out, started talking to my husband, and totally forgot. And then I was like, oh wait, I got to get back into this podcast. Then I tried several times to get back in, but anywho, I'm here now.
Someone called her looking for him. And then
one of his friends called her looking for her husband and interrupted her phone.
So. Speaking of
Simone Biles,
of genetics,
we're back to Simone Biles.
I'm trying to intro the one topic. We haven't gotten to one topic yet. Simone Biles' biological mother wants to quote reconcile. She wants to make amends.
Reconcile with what?
She's ready. She wants to meet her daughter face to face
for fucking
after decades of being out of her life. So when she was a toddler, she was placed in foster care because her mom was battling with drug and alcohol addiction.
Wasn't she raised by her grandparents?
Yeah, she's maternal grandparents. Ron and Nellie stepped in and adopted her and her sister Adria in 2003.
This is the part that I don't understand. Her maternal grandparents raised her. Mm-hmm. But so those are her mother's parents.
Yeah.
She could have come to her mama's house at any point in time and saw her daughter.
Yeah.
This makes zero fucking sense. Now that she's an Olympian and retired and done and made all the money that she can make in the Olympics, now her mama wants to come out of the woodwork and say, hey.
I don't think y'all should blame the mom. She never knew her little girl was going to do such big things in life, if you really think about it.
That's not an excuse. What? That's the most annoying. That's the most annoying part. She's already been great.
She's been great for years.
For like 3 Olympics already.
Mm-hmm. And
now that she's retiring is when you like what? I guess she didn't have the time to invest in their relationship before. What is this? She said, quote, I speak to Adrian more than I speak to Simone. I would just ask her to forgive me. Can we move forward? Don't judge me on my past. Let's move forward.
That is the crackhead anthem. That's every crackhead says that shit.
The 52-year-old added, I'm waiting for the opportunity, but I'm waiting on her to be able to come to me. Let's sit down. I just have to be patient.
I'm disappointed. God fucking damn. As a parent, I'm disappointed. As an American, I'm disappointed. And as a black man, I'm disappointed even more. I don't understand this woman at all. She sounds like she is from the great city of Baltimore. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this human being. It's
fuck you, Marcus. Fuck you. I had to say that because you made me hack. Continue with your statement, and I know a couple niggas who life story went like that, so that's why I really took it personal.
Because it's Simone Biles from Baltimore.
She got a Baltimore face. I ain't gonna lie. It's something about Simone Biles face that's just very whitewash. Like I don't know how they explain it.
Good Lord.
Jesus, it's not whitewash.
It's not necessarily PG County.
Born in
it's
Columbus,
like
Ohio.
you steal from time to time.
She grew up in Texas, so no.
Okay, so she's from Ohio. She's from the Midwest. We'll call it Midwest. She's got a very Midwest approach to life, I guess. But the crackhead in her mother is too deep. I don't want Simone to do it. I'm gonna say it right here. Right?
I just don't like the timing.
Don't forgive your mother. Don't forgive your mother.
I don't like the timing.
You don't like the timing?
I feel like this could have why now?
She was at her mama house for years, for her whole life. She was at her mama house.
I just want to see this play out so it could be a second part to The Blind Side, but that nigga come back and play Simone Biles. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I want them to reconcile at the end, the Tyler Perry hug with the black music. Kirk Franklin come on in credits for no reason. I want that. So, you know.
Just random Kirk Franklin.
Random Kirk Franklin music.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. What else is going on, Joey?
So you may have heard there was a event on the Twitter yesterday.
I saw it. Like it came up on my feed.
Or on Monday, rather.
It came up on my feed. Now, this is the crazy part about it coming up on my feed. On the feed that it came up on is the adult feed. That's the feed that I like, the account that's only there for random adult nonsense that I get on Twitter. Because somehow Twitter became Pornhub overnight, and that was just a miracle for everybody involved. And what kind of basement is Jamari? That's like
I'm in my kitchen making a mouth guard because I got adult problems.
What?
That's real fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Like I was just looking at the wood paneling on the ceiling. I was like, is he in the basement?
I'm in a wood cabin for all you motherfuckers now. That's absolutely right. I'm in upstate Maryland right now, as far as y'all are concerned.
Upstate Maryland. It is. That's Cumberland.
We need to get you some sort of phone holster because I've seen your ceilings entirely too much.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Marcus, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the same location Simone's Biles is from. That's how she.
You right where she was?
I'm in the northern Maryland Simone Biles part.
Oh wow.
Okay, so they met with each other. They had an interview.
So here's the thing. Trump hasn't been exactly campaigning. Campaigning.
He's been campaigning a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, I mixed up the word complaining and campaigning because
that's what he does.
That's all he does. Is bitch and moan about how Joe Biden left him all alone. And he misses his friend.
Joe knew I was going to win. And then he left. What am I supposed to do with him leaving?
He tweeted the other day, he like had this long, weird fantasy about how, what's the chances that Joe comes back at the convention and says, not my presidency, you won't take it from me. And like, just why
Why is that
What?
his wet dream?
Right, like why?
Why is Trump dreaming about Joe Biden?
I've concluded two things.
First,
this bum is broke. For two reasons.
He's stroking out.
So the first reason is, you notice, no one's he can't campaign and he can't do rallies because no one will let him.
Mm-hmm.
The cities he has stiffed so many places on the bill for the rallies that no one will like let him do it without an upfront payment.
You know he's bad with those upfront payments.
Right. Then
he's the fucking worst.
Then he started calling all these press conferences and shit to try and like I got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did that weird press conference from Mar-a-Lago where he said, "Oh, I'm campaigning. What a stupid question. I'm here now talking to you guys, and then I'm going to Montana." And they're like, "But that's not a swing state." We have lots of crowds in Montana. And then
we're going to Texas. And then we're going all the way to DC.
Okay, Howard.
That's what I'm getting from him now.
That's very much that energy. The one. So there was that was the same press conference. He said he had bigger crowds than Martin Luther King.
Jamar's cooking crack. I am convinced. He is way too focused for showing a mouth guard at one point, and then he just looked back and all I see is steam coming from a pot. Equal parts baking soda and cocaine. You got to do it.
I was going to say, look, you think I'm in this bitch cooking crack up? Like,
it's a crack guard.
Trying to get ready for bed. That's fucked up. Big niggas can't pick flowers. I can't get ready for bed. What can I do around you, Marcus?
Absolutely nothing. Rob banks, nigga. That's all I'm looking for black people to do. Rob banks.
Hey, yo.
So anyway, they won't let him campaign. They won't because he can't have any money to do it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think he spent all his money on like Let's Go Brandon merchandise. Like I think there's a warehouse upon a warehouse
full of Let's Go
Brandon Biden bobbleheads that he can't do anything with now.
What does the Let's Go Brandon thing mean? Like I kept hearing people talking.
So apparently, I think my understanding of it is there was like a NASCAR event,
mm-hmm.
and the idiots in the audience were saying "fuck Joe Biden," but someone like who was on air was like, "Oh, they're saying let's go Brandon," and so that has become the rallying cry for MAGA, and
more stupid MAGA.
It's really dumb. So the only thing weirder than that is like obviously Trump on air has been weird, right? Mm-hmm. He had the whole Willie Brown debacle with the helicopter story mm-hmm. that turned out to be completely ridiculous and incorrect. And so the only thing they were like, hey, one weirdo is not enough. Let's put him and Elon Musk in a room together. No holds barred.
Before we get to that, did you see the interview with him and the black journalist?
Yes, the national black journalist.
And they were laughing at bro.
And they were like, I was just sitting there looking at it going, he picked the wrong, he can't do this anymore.
No.
Like he picked the wrong group of people to. He was in there with the Daily Bongo, the African Beat, all them motherfuckers.
Damn.
Well, was it the reporter in the blue suit came out hot?
Oh yeah.
And she was having none of his shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, there's no how are you?
We don't even start with a how are you? Nice to see you again, Mr. President. Nothing. No, bitch. Here's where we start. What you doing to black people?"
But even before that, he's like, "Are you from ABC News? I think that's a fake news outlet." It was just like, no one asked you that.
He found a way to antagonize people who were there for him to talk.
Right.
He ruined his one chance with the black militant crowd.
Yeah.
To win us over. Whereas it's like, yeah, we would rock with you, but no.
No. Everybody sat there with, he's an idiot.
Hey, Marcus. Now, when I see you on Saturday, just because I'm not saying anything even remotely positive about this motherfucker, right? When I see you on Saturday, tell me the joke you thought of about Trump on Live. It's fucking amazing. It's one way he could win. Actually, fucking, I'm going to say it. honestly, he has my vote if he come out on the stage at one of his rallies, right? Got niggas dressed up like Black Panthers and he playing motherfucking what's that shit? 50 Cent, Many Men. That's gonna be that shit. He put up the fist and shit and stand right there. That's beating that Freedom Beyonce bullshit Kamala was doing. I'm not holding.
That's the thing is he's been so.
This how Trump walks out. It's 5 niggas come out in front of him.
Here's how you know that shit was staged. He doesn't even bring that shit up anymore.
Oh fuck no.
Except for when he talked to Elon.
I'm waiting for the moment that this nigga said that Biden dropped out. Really, he missed his shot. He could have been like, Biden dropped out the race because he saw I was so strong. Look, my ear completely healed back. Like, he really had a moment there to really have niggas convinced he was a superhero.
Look, yeah. I healed just like Deadpool.
Yeah. So
Deadpool and Wolverine is a great movie. Hugh Jackman's my friend.
So they've been touting this Twitter interview between the two of them because Elon Musk's whole purchase of Twitter was supposed to be around free speech.
Yeah.
So it's uncensored, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been like, as to quote Trump, full-throated in his support. Yeah, that's what Trump said.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I hope y'all have a good night. It was great to see you, Marcus. Great to see you, Joey. Have a blessed one, everyone on the live.
Even all full-throated. I understand.
This man, hot dog eating
ice cream. About to put a mouth guard in and eating ice cream.
That's why you need the mouth guard. What? You eating sugar before bed? Yeah. This man came on with balloons and left with ice cream.
He's 10.
It had to fashion a mouth guard in between. This is not real life.
This is the Dot Comedy Podcast, Joseph.
So
go ahead.
So first they had like 40 minutes of technical delays, to which Elon Musk came out and said, "Oh, it's a denial of service attack," and everyone was like, "Literally every other part of Twitter is working. Other spaces are working. Other places, there's no like lag or nothing.
Nothing is going wrong anywhere else on Twitter except here.
Yeah.
That means you all. It's two old men trying to use Twitter.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
So once they finally got going, then you started to notice that Trump is slurring his words. Like he developed a full-on lisp.
Mm-hmm.
And he's to the point they were calling him Daffy Donald. And, so it's okay, now we're a little worried about his health. Right.
He's stroking out. He's getting,
yeah.
He's already old.
So it was funny because Trump would start saying weird random things.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elon's autistic, so he knows that this isn't good for Trump to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to steer him, but it's Trump. So it's
so an autistic kid and a slightly mentally handicapped kid did an interview together.
They tried to open a doorknob and were struggling.
And they kept trying to turn it, and it's one of those latches.
Yeah. They were trying to shake it, to turn it. There was several weird comments. The one that was glaring, there was a conversation about renewable energy.
Okay.
And Trump's very much against it. And they started talking about nuclear energy, and Trump started talking about nuclear winter and nuclear war. And Elon's yeah, but nuclear energy can be good. And it's and one of the quotes was literally, Hiroshima and Nagasaki happened, but people live there now, so it's not that scary. He was trying to compare the bombs going off to what would happen if there was a nuclear fucking meltdown from a power plant. And first of all, those things aren't the same.
No.
Most of the material that's radioactive during a nuclear explosion is destroyed in the explosion. Mm-hmm. It's not leaking out over decades. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's not the same thing as Chernobyl. And we're acting like it is not only wildly like insensitive to the people who were bombed, the civilian population that was murdered, but also to
that part.
But also to like the people who experienced the other side of the actual nuclear horror that is the radiation poisoning from a nuclear reactor plant leaking. Mm-hmm. So these two are literally having supervillain conversations.
They're both supervillains. Like it's the Penguin and the Joker. That's what I see. Like it's no, I'm sorry.
The Penguin and Lex Luthor.
And Lex Luthor, yes, there you go. that's what Trump and Elon are. It's the Penguin and Lex Luthor.
I can't even argue with that because he's built like the Penguin.
Yes.
Like just the way he stands.
Built like blue.
Yeah. I'm just like,
oh, it's so bad, man. I don't know what we're gonna do with this country.
So there were several other and here's the thing. There's already 2 lawsuits on the way based on that conversation happening.
Really?
Yeah. The United Auto Workers Union filed federal labor charges against Donald Trump and Tesla CEO Elon Musk for threatening to intimidate workers who go on strike. During the interview,
why?
Trump called Musk, quote unquote, the cutter and praised Musk for his anti-union stances. Quote, I look at what you do. You walk in, you say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike and you say, that's okay. You're all gone. You're all gone. Every one of you is gone, Trump said.
You're fired.
Musk could be heard laughing and replying, yeah.
Yeah.
The UAW, which recently endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris for president, filed separate charges against Trump and Musk on Monday to the National Labor Relations Board. The charges claim the former president and Tesla CEO had, quote, interfered with, restrained, or coerced employees who were exercising their right to organize against the company, suggesting he would fire employees engaged in protected, concerted activity, including striking.
They don't understand that when they talk, it goes out to everybody.
Yeah.
I think they all think that these conversations that they're having are like private conversations that no one's going to hear. And it's like, no, we all heard you.
Yeah.
We all heard what you said. Now, here come the repercussions of what you said. And it's like, oh, I can't get in trouble for what I said. That's not fair. No, bitch, don't say it. What the fuck is going on here?
Just beyond, that wasn't the only lawsuit either.
That wasn't.
No.
There was another.
No, because his lengthy interview with Elon Musk may have violated federal campaign regulations, at least according to one Democratic-aligned political action committee that has already filed an FEC complaint over the issue. The complaint filed Tuesday by End Citizens United argued that the unfettered conversation on X, Musk's $12.5 billion company, amounted to a, quote, virtual campaign event financed by the social media platform. Per the FEC's website, a contribution is, quote, anything of value given, loaned, or advanced to influence a federal election. And he already got in trouble for this shit when he went on with that Twitch streamer and he handed him a watch and they had to change the watch to like gift or something so it wouldn't be a campaign donation.
Really?
Yeah, Trump already almost got in trouble once for this.
Here's the thing. Trump doesn't know what the fuck.
And Citizens United also claimed the event did not fall under press exemption set forth by the Election Commission on the basis that X is not a traditional news outlet and that the company devoted, quote, considerable resources to host the interview, including dedicating, quote, real-time staff to fix numerous technical glitches, and perhaps most significantly, that Musk has repeatedly voiced his support for Trump in the 2024 race and launched the talk with the intention to platform Trump's personal beliefs. Quote, full-throated.
This is stupid.
Hey, never go full-throated.
You can't go full-throated. You go a little throat. Don't go all. Don't go whole.
Go full throated. You're gonna choke on the lawsuit.
Yes, choke on it. Because you know what you got to do, Joey?
Yeah.
You got to hot two and spit on that thing.
Wah, wah.
There you go. See, callback. See, I'm good. I'm good with those two.
But that's not the only person suing Elon Musk this week.
Wait, there's someone else suing Elon Musk? Why?
Yeah.
Is it people who own those big stupid cars? Those big stupid cyber trucks? Are they suing them yet?
You mean the wireless mice that are everywhere?
Yes.
No, it is Algerian boxer Imane Kelif, who won gold, by the way, in women's boxing at the Olympics.
Imane Kelif.
And she is suing J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk for cyberbullying, for being part of this group of people that have been basically just calling her a man and telling everyone that she's trans.
Okay.
I don't understand how Trump missed that smoke and Megyn Kelly, because those two were
definitely
very I don't even follow either of them, and I knew
it was coming up on your timelines.
It was aggressively coming up on my timeline that they were the ones perpetuating that.
Megyn Kelly is just ever since she got fired, she's been just doing.
There was a point in which she was a mom, and someone said something, and we thought that she was gonna finally see the light, and then nope,
turned the whole 180.
Right back to the Fox News bunghole. It just
yes, she's back in the bunghole. Great bungholio. That's her name.
Yeah.
That's her name. Oh man, but so they the Algerian boxing champion, because again she's an Olympic champion.
She is an Olympic champion.
She was born female. I did not know she was born female. I saw the rhetoric. I didn't pay attention to it because I'm like, okay, if the Olympics is letting her fight, obviously they got some more information than me. I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jump in this fight if I'm at home. If I was on the Olympic committee, I'd have a little more dog in the fight. I'm at home.
I just was there's probably a conversation to be had about and this goes back to the gender identity thing with sports to some degree, because if we're going to have a qualification to be in the female category, those need to be defined. But that goes back to the whole battle of defining what a woman is, from us, at least for sports.
You can't define what a woman is?
Well, how do you determine that?
How do you determine what a woman is?
Yeah.
You have ovaries and a vagina.
What if you had a hysterectomy? You're no longer a woman?
No longer a life-breeding woman, but you had ovaries and a vagina. If you've never had ovaries and a vagina, you're not a woman.
Okay, but what if you've never had the other parts either?
But if you've never had genitals at all, then you're not a person. I don't know what the fuck to tell people.
There's exceptions.
No, there's no fucking exceptions. You either have the genitals or you don't have the genitals. If you don't have the genitals, if you've never had the right genitals, you're not that person.
So you never had anything, then what are you? There is stuff between, you know that.
There's no stuff between.
There are.
What is that then called, Joey?
There's hermaphrodites who have both.
How many of them are there?
I don't know. That's not the point. The point is there are the exceptions.
Then they don't count.
They have to count somewhere. They want a box.
They don't want a box.
They might want a box.
They don't want a box. There's so few and they can't box. You know why they can't box, Joey?
Why?
Because they can't win.
That's not true at all.
You ever seen a hermaphrodite fight?
We don't know, but I'm just saying, there's the argument here was there was a chromosome test, and she had a Y chromosome, but she doesn't have a penis, so never did.
She's a woman.
Even though she has a Y chromosome,
we don't go by chromosomes.
You got it. They do though, because that's also what determines some of the hormone stuff, and that's one of the reasons she failed the IBA test. So that was where a lot of the stuff came from. But it's not the same thing as I was a man until blank, and then I decided to be a woman and switch sports.
This is how you lived your whole life.
this is her. She lived her whole life as a woman. She was raised a woman. In Algeria, it's illegal to have any sort of
sexual change.
Yeah.
And I get that. So she's a woman. I don't know what the fight's about.
This is where there was like this came back to the controversy part of it, where people were trying to say whether she was one or the other. But the bottom line was,
what did she say she is?
The bottom line is she was competitive in a competitive class because women have beat her. So
she's not like that MMA fighter.
She's lost 9 fights to women.
She's not like that MMA fighter who just got in the ring and just started punching women in the face.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, I'm a lady. I'm a girl.
This all started because of that like sad excuse for an Italian boxer who just quit like a little bitch. Oh. And I'm going to say that. And I'm not saying that because she's a woman. I would say that about anybody who quit after 2 punches in a boxing match. That's just like, regardless, as a competitor, that's just ridiculous.
Who is the trans swimmer?
I don't know.
There's a trans swimmer who won the national title, national collegiate title.
I don't know who that was.
But she came in like before she transitioned, she was like number 157th in the men's.
I don't have you're not I'm not going to remember. I'm telling you, I have no knowledge of said event.
You need to get knowledge of it.
Anyway.
Is that her?
I don't know.
Leah Thomas. Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
I say her because that's her pronouns. I'm hip enough on that end. I get it. I understand. I'll call you whatever you want to be called.
Yeah.
But I also understand that you ain't what you say you is. Sometimes. I mean,
they're just with athletics. It's always a battle because we talk about what is and isn't a sport, and classes already like divisions based on traits is already a thing, regardless of gender is one of them, but it's not the only way we slice it up.
Yeah.
Right? Like we have weight classes.
Yeah.
And weight classes are also like kind of crazy because they make, height is less controllable than weight.
True. Yeah.
So
you can shed weight in like 2 seconds.
Right.
They should do height. They should do height.
Yeah.
As the requirement for different.
But there's but you have people in different weight.
Boxing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a battle, right? So then it's how do you get the most out of your weight? So like a boxer who doesn't have a lot of length in their arms or their body,
use the rest of their body,
can have more power per space, but they don't have as much reach. So they got to learn to win and get inside and do their damage, and they got to get inside of somebody else's reach. At the same time, the person with longer reach isn't going to have that same punching power. So it's a trade-off. You can't have both unless you just go into the super heavyweight and don't give a shit.
That's what I am.
And some people struggle to gain weight, and some people struggle to lose it. So it's just,
where are you at?
I never know. Struggling to drop trow. No, just like Canada's struggling to get rid of these wildfires. We thought
more Canadian wildfires
and more wildfires from the northwest that are heading our way. Drifting wildfire smoke will come close to Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Oh, that's today. And could slightly impact some areas. So don't breathe when you go outside.
Is that why it smelled smoky outside?
I mean, I ran the smoker earlier, so I have no idea.
Canadian wildfires bring haze back to New York City.
Yeah.
Could last several days. Yeah, I remember this a couple of years ago. Was it last year?
I think it was last year.
It was last year, and I was in Baltimore, and they were like, "Yeah, the reason it looks all smoky outside is because of the Canadian wildfires." I'm like, "Is all of Canada on fire? Because it shouldn't reach Baltimore."
It was bad too.
It was horrible. And then like 2 weeks after that, it was like raining red. And it was just a weird summer of nonsense that didn't make any sense.
And I decided to hang out with Maria that day, which was the dumbest shit ever, because I couldn't get relief. Like I couldn't have the car closed. and not have the wind, because we're smoking in the car.
Mm-hmm.
There's weed in the car.
So the car's full of your hot box.
Hot box in the car.
Your hot box in the car, and the
and
outside is hot
pick
box.
Pick your smoke. Like it's either gonna be weed smoke or forest fire smoke.
I would take the cancerous. I would take the non-cancerous weed smoke.
Yeah.
Over forest fire smoke, because you don't know what the fuck they're burning at the border.
Yes, that's fair. That's what I did, but my eyes were very uncomfortable for 2 days. Yeah, I need this to stop. I need this from the same.
It was like because I remember when I was talking about, I was saying the rain thing, because like right after that it rained for like a couple days.
Yeah.
And it was like rust colored because my car had like a film of like red across it. And I was like, where the fuck did this come from? And I thought because I was working at Restaurant Depot then.
Yeah.
And it had an awning that was all rusted. So I thought it was just rain coming off of that and hitting my car. And I was like, oh, this stupid fucking awning. And then I parked in another part of the parking lot where it was no covering. There was just rain hitting my car. My car was still fucking weird color.
It's like when you have a blood moon and it turns out, oh no, that's not a fancy, that's not the magic, it's pollution. The earth is bleeding on the sky.
The sky is bleeding down to the earth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want this anymore, Joey. I think it's Trump's fault.
It is.
Because Trump's fault. Paris Climate Accords.
He keeps trying to say that Kamala wants to use wind power for everything. Like he did a press conference today where he said, "Oh, are they going to watch the president the State of the Union address? Oh, I can't. The wind's not blowing hard enough on this windmill on top of my TV."
That's stupid.
He's an idiot.
It's stupid but hilarious. Like, you know what what would be the funniest thing in the world that Elon could do to help him with that? Just take a Photoshop picture of Kamala Harris blowing in a freaking windmill.
That was the other weird shit he did. So there was one point during the interview where they were talking about her, and they were talking about, he said like, "Oh yeah, I saw a picture of her on Time magazine. She looked very beautiful, like not unlike First Lady Melania." And it's like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That was Elon said.
Trump said that.
He doesn't know what horny to be. He doesn't. He's at the point where he doesn't know which horny to be. He's looking across at her and goes, "She's still young enough where I would want her, but she's also black."
She's low IQ. She doesn't know she wants to be black or Indian.
For a long time I've known her. She's Indian.
But she's a very beautiful face on the magazine. I like to look at it.
But not like Melania. Melania has the best face. And Ivanka has the best breast. It's all a part of what you see. What the fuck are you talking about? Sir? If you take Melania's face and Ivanka's breast and you put them on a woman, that's a woman you need. What? What are you looking at, sir? That's the kind of woman I need at the White House. What?
There was another. He's announced another press conference, by the way.
With who? Who's
by himself? That's the funny part. So clearly he can't do rallies anymore, right? And then so now he's trying to like do streams in this to campaign. Mm-hmm. But at some point, like, is the press just gonna go? You keep saying the same shit, like he can bring up Hannibal Lecter for some reason.
He's fucking losing it.
He's fucking losing it, and
he's fucking losing it.
And he keeps saying, complaining about Kamala, that he says, "Oh, they're gonna turn the country communist immediately, if not sooner," or whatever the fuck dumb shit he said. And so, he's just saying the same things over and over again. Mm-hmm. There's no insight or nothing new. So it's like, what point does the press just go, "Are you gonna go? I don't want to go." What's it? What? Usually you hold a press conference because something has happened.
But the Republicans don't have anybody else.
Well, that's not the problem. But I'm saying but the press isn't obligated to ask him questions that there's nothing to ask him a question about.
I'm here today to tell you all about a very exciting deal I found. I found that McDonald's is doing 2 for $2. What? Big Macs for everybody. Go to McDonald's, get yourself a Big Mac. I've got two. You need two too.
I can't get. I feel like they did the tips thing on purpose. So Trump had this thing where they were gonna not be like, oh, we're not gonna tax tips, and he was saying that, and then Kamala Harris came out like another day that yeah, we also support that, and Trump's just like they stole my idea, and it's like that's not how any of this works. It's just like someone has to decide. Like you didn't realize that there's policies that are universally good ideas.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
And you both should support them. You don't have to pick opposites on everything.
I can't believe you think just like me. That's what?
Like if Kamala, like they should just, I think he's that dumb. They should just pick things that he like are really hard for him to defend just to be opposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you're right. You know what else is communist? Air.
Air giving itself to everybody. Everybody got to breathe, Mr. President.
These leftists want you to believe that they're like you're gonna be the anti-air candidate.
Yes,
like,
yes, that's what it'll end up being.
Like that's the thing. Is like I want to like I'm trying to be not completely far-fetched here, but I don't feel like I am because this is unparalleled levels of stupid.
We've entered idiocracy. Welcome to President Macho Camacho, Alessandro Rodriguez. Oh man, we've been getting out of here, Joey.
Yep.
It's been a good day, man. We had some fun. We had some guests on. We had Jamar. We had Candace for in and out periods. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her internet. Her internet's down again. She's called Cox Cable. Cox Cable seems to do a great job up here sometimes.
Oh, I do want to give one shout out. I'm actually proud of Joe Biden. We thought he was done, and he's come out and decided that fuck it, I'm gonna do all the things I always wanted to do.
Hey, when you ain't got another term in you.
Yeah. So he is cracking down. He made a government initiative to crack down on customer service doom loops, part of a customer-focused push to fund off, quote, all the ways that corporations add unnecessary headaches and hassles to people's lives.
Here's a question for you, Joey.
I love this.
When is the last time you think Joe Biden was on hold with a corporation and he got that frustrated with that situation?
He must have had to cancel Netflix at some point over the weekend. But I'm
it
here
has
for
to be
it.
something like I'm here for it too. I mean, I'm happy that he's stepping into that fray, but again, I don't see him calling.
Like as a person who's worked in customer service over the last 15 years and seen this change, not being able to talk to a human being, dealing with chatbots that don't know shit from their elbow, going through phone menus for hours and to never actually reach a person that can help you, trying to cancel memberships to things, and you have to like send a letter and at the same time that you send a raven or whatever the fuck you have to do.
Blow out a candle.
Right. Throw salt over your shoulder while kissing a frog to cancel your subscription.
Your Netflix.
It's ridiculous.
Just to get out of Hulu.
Yeah. LA Fitness is the worst one.
Really?
Yeah, you have to have a seance and have your great grand uncle's ghost go.
Not the ghost of great grandpa.
Yeah, he has to go and fondle a statue in the bowels of the LA Fitness headquarters.
You gotta follow that statue of Nefertiti in the bottom.
I don't know what the fuck. It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma over there. But yeah, he's got a couple initiatives to crack down on some of these things that companies, because literally they're not trying to have customer service. They do this thing where they go, look, less people are calling for support. We're doing better, and that's not the metric. People are not stopped calling because your support is so shitty.
Yes.
That we literally cannot anymore without having an aneurysm. In fact, some of the reasons for the contacts going down is people dying of aneurysms
while
waiting on this stupid system to put you in touch with somebody.
Hey man, I work in customer service.
Or the transfers between like 5 people all work in the same company, but none of them know the same information.
None of them know the same information. All of them are in the same office. And they're all looking at each other going, hey, pick up that call on 2.
Yep.
And then they're like, hey, pick up that call on 2.
Except it's more like, hey, pick up the call on 2.
Pick up the call on 2. You want to talk to a manager? Okay, I'll pick it up. You reached sales rep number 3. What? Wait, hold on. I want to talk to a manager. Okay, hold on.
Hello, this is Chip.
This is Chip. Your name ain't Chip, nigga. You know how pissed I made someone one time? When they called me about the about being molested at a local juvenile detention facility.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never been molested. Except if you're talking about my dad. My dad, he only touched me when I asked him to.
You know,
and they were
you know what I want to see? I want to see a tax credit for companies that use American-based call center services, and tariffs for anybody who tries to hire India for anything.
Well, that's racist.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about because everybody's dealt with this bullshit, and I'm tired of it. It's not even the same. They're not even just like being the people answering the phone now. They're calling me. And you know how I know this? Because I had to look for a job last year, which means I had to answer every phone call. Mm-hmm. And do you realize that I'm calling you out a personal business matter, and I'm calling you out a personal business opportunity sounds very similar.
Yes, it does. A personal business matter is.
I'm getting both of those calls.
Yeah. Especially when it's coming with an urban accent.
Oh, it's the same accent.
Oh my goodness.
There's always a Pradeep and a.
That's hilarious. Not Pradeep.
I was just like, come on, man. And the thing is, like, they're calling me to lowball me on recruiting offers that they never call back on. But like now that I'm employed, I just say, what's the compensation?
There you go.
And now they'll go, oh, it's only 55. Nope, and I hang up on them.
Hang the phone up. That's
and they call back, and then they offer me more. And then I still hang up on them. But it's very refreshing to play that. Play
that game?
Yeah. And sometimes I'll just get mad and block them. Then they'll email me like, no, you blew it.
Damn. All right, man, we're going to get out of here, Joey. It's been DJ Marcus, Joey LaFaro, once again for the Dot Comedy Podcast. Joey, where can they find you at, sir?
Joey Low Comedy on Instagram. And then you can catch me this Sunday. We'll be at Hard Rock Cafe, DC. We also have Dave & Buster's on Saturday.
Jesus, whatchamacallit.
I'm sorry, this month's been a very, very busy month.
I can see that, Joey. We also had our co-host.
I'll also be featured on the Babylon couch in Frederick in August 23rd.
August 23rd on the Babylon couch?
It's an interview style comedy show.
Okay.
So
awesome, man. That should be fun.
As long as JD Vance isn't there. And if he is, I'm leaving.
He's gonna hump that couch right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh man, but if you want to follow Jamar Taylor, he was our special guest this evening. Just find him on Instagram at Jamar Taylor Comedy. If you want to follow Candace on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere, just go __ Candace. And you find her. And if you're looking for DJ Marcus anywhere in the world, you will find me at djmarcus.comedy all over the internet. Wherever you find .comedy or comedy shows near me, you will find DJ Marcus. We're going to out of here, folks, and we will see you next time. More fun and more thrills on the
Dot Comedy Podcast.